Hello friends, today we discuss about the structural analysis 2. I, Professor Mrunal Santosh Ugle, Assistant Professor in Kekewa College of Engineering, Nasik. So today's video we discuss about the slope deflection method. Slope deflection method, the joints are considered rigid, which means that the load applied on the structure, the angle by the member at joint remain same. In this method, the unknowns are rotation of the joints. The moments at end are expressed in this rotation. By applying equilibrium conditions of joint, unknown joint rotation are found, and once these unknown rotation are found, the end moment are computed from the slope deflection equation that are derived in successive section. In the analysis of a structure, the slope deflection equations are applied to each member of a structure. So indeterminate rigid jointed plane frame structures are analyzed by slope deflection method. It is denoted by SD method. Beams and plane frames or portal frames are considered as a rigid jointed plane frame structure. Members, joints, supports, forces, deformation and displacements of a structure are in one plane, that is plane of a structure which contain the axis of symmetry of cross section of all members of a structure. Such structures are diagrammatically represented by lines as the axis of members. So the members are prismatic, that is straight of uniform cross section. Members are mainly flexural members. So this is about the slope deflection method. So in this slope deflection method, while analyzing, we consider some sign conventions. So in that, we consider the upward direction force positive, downward direction force negative, sagging bending moment positive, hawking bending moment negative, as well as in case of rotation, clockwise rotation of a tangent to the elastic curve is positive rotation and anticlockwise rotation is negative rotation. Similarly, in case of settlement, which is denoted by delta, is positive if the right side support is below the left side support, and delta is negative if the left side support is below right side supports. So these are the some sign convention which is we have to analyze. So with the help of this slope deflection method, we can analyze the continuous beam frames without sway, with sway. So in this topic today we analyze the overhanging beam by slope deflection method. So this is the first numerical which today we analyze. So first numerical is there. Analyze the continuous beam shown in figure by slope deflection method and draw bending moment diagram. So this is the given loading diagram is there, which is the continuous beam, overhanging beam is there. So with the help of these 5 steps we have to analyze this beam. So in that first step is there calculation of fixed end moment by assuming each span means AB, BC is fixed. So according to that we have to calculate the fixed end moment. Then slope deflection equation, joint equilibrium equation. Then for step number 4 calculation of final moments. And with the help of these final moments we have to draw the bending moment diagram. So let us start with the analysis. So first step is there fixed end moment calculation. So here on beam AB, UDL is there which having magnitude 20 kilonewton meter. So according to that the span is 6 meters. So put the value here in this formula, which is WL square by 12. See here on this AB beam, the moment which is occur at support A, which is in the direction of anticlockwise direction. So we assume the anticlockwise direction as negative, and at BA here the clockwise movement will occur, so it is considered as a positive. So according to that here we have to calculate the fixed end moment, which is for AB minus 60 kilonewton meter, and for BA which is plus 60 kilonewton meter. Similarly for BC, here central point load is acting on the span BC, which is 2 meter from C or B support respectively. So the 80 kilonewton load is there and the span is 4 meter. So according to that minus WL by 8, which is equal to 40 kilonewton meter. Similarly, for CB also, here clockwise movement is there. So the positive bending moment is occur at this C point. So which is WL by 8, which is positive, which is equal to 40 kilonewton meter. Then at joint C, the here CD is the overhanging support is there and overhanging beam is there, and here the 40 kilonewton point load is acting at point D. So due to that, here 40 into 2 movement is occur at point C, which is anti-clockwise. So it is minus 40 into 2, which is equal to 80 minus 80 kilonewton meter. Then second step is there, slope deflection equation. So you know that the slope deflection equation, this is the slope deflection equation. So in that, m of AB is equal to m of FAB plus 2 EI by L in bracket 2 theta A plus theta B minus 3 delta L. So here in this numerical, the sinking of the support is not given, means we have to assume the delta is 0 throughout the analysis. So let us start with the span AB. So here m of FAB, which is minus 60, just put here 2 EI by L. So see here, the value of I is 2I. So according to that, we have to put the value 2I. Then UDL is there. Then support A is fixed support. So when the support is fixed, at that time rotation is 0. So only here theta B is the unknowns. So put the value theta A 0, delta 0, you will get the equation in terms of theta B. Then m of BA is equal to m of FBA plus 2 EI by L in bracket theta A plus theta B minus 3 delta L. Similarly here also, theta A 0, delta 0, you will get the equation in terms of theta B. Then for next span BC, so next span BC, here central point load is there, and B support is continuous support and C support is also continuous support. So at these two supports, two unknowns will develop, means two slopes are there. So put the value accordingly, you will get this equation number 3. Similarly for CD, you can calculate. Then next step is the equilibrium condition equation. So in this equilibrium equation, summation of B is equal to 0. So in this summation of B, two members are meeting, means BA and BC. Just we have to do the sum of these two moments, m of BA plus m of BC is equal to 0. Then summation of C, for that also m of CD and m of CB is equal to 0. So according to that, you will get these two equations. By equating these two equations, you will get EI theta B is equal to 19.2 and EI theta C is equal to 19.6, and put these two values in the successive equation, equation number 1, equation number 2, equation number 3 and equation number 4. You will get the final end moment. This is our fourth step. So with the help of this final movement, we have to draw the bending moment diagram. So this is a superimposed bending moment diagram. Here ABCD is the baseline, which is we have to consider according to this loading beam. Then here 72 is the fixed end moment, which is calculated in the previous step. This is minus 78, 34, 80. So these are the magnitude of the movements. According to that, we have to draw the fixed end bending moment diagram. Then this is the free end bending moment diagram. By considering the span AB as a simply supported, BC as a simply supported, according to that, we have to draw this free bending moment diagram. Fixed bending moment diagram and free bending moment diagram draw on each other, you will get the superimposed bending moment diagram. So I hope all of you understand the basic concept of slope deflection method and the analysis of the continuous beam with the help of slope deflection method. So thank you.